Hey, what's going on, everybody out there in the podcast world? It's Kevin and Mikkel, and we are back with a new podcast. I know you guys didn't get a podcast last week, and if you haven't been watching YouTube videos, Mikkel suffered the death of his family, so I decided I didn't even want to try to look around for somebody to do a podcast with and just take the week off. But we are back. Happy March. It's almost our final podcast of the winter season. I just want to start this off by letting y'all know that this Sunday, time goes back an hour. So we will all lose an hour of sleep. If you have work scheduled on Sunday, please don't be an hour late. Set your alarm now. Set that shit. Just so you don't forget. But it's about to be a start of the sun being up at 5:30 in the morning. And longer days. The days start to get longer until the end of the summer, which is always so sad for me when it's starting to get dark, like around 7:30. Oh my God, I hate that. But yeah, so I hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend. Some of y'all probably woke up with $1,400 in your bank account.
Not yet.
Yes.
How?
Yes, they're saying that they're starting this weekend.
You mean this weekend? So this podcast. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, because I'm about to say, wait, he just signed it. How? Okay.
Yeah. So somebody wake up with it this weekend.
Hopefully me.
Yeah.
Hopefully fucking me.
President Trump. President Biden signed the $1.9 billion COVID relief.
Did you see the letter Trump sent out today?
No.
Oh.
Please
my God.
read that.
Whose page did I see? It was on Facebook. I saw it on somebody's Facebook page. Yes, it was real. It was real. It was real.
The news ain't paying no mind.
No, and they shouldn't. Oh my God. Whose page? Because I didn't screenshot it. Or did I? I don't know.
Well, until then, so all I know is I don't have a family, so I'll be getting my $1,400. Yeah, and a lot of families get $1,400 plus child care tax credits and all this. It makes me think that people with children, they always get more benefits than people who don't have children.
Well, because they have to take care of kids.
But shit, I gotta take care of myself, and I'm a kid myself sometimes.
Well, I'm.
So I want some damn extra money. They was like, maybe you apply for this, maybe you earn this. I did my taxes and all of that stuff, and they just like, nope. You can't get this. You can't get that. You don't apply for this. So it's okay, But I'm glad that many struggling families across America will get some type of relief or, maybe be able to get some bills paid with this money, with the $1,400 for them plus the extra money they get for their children. And hopefully some people spend it the right way. So I can't speak. I want to speak on something, but I'll speak about it off camera. So, but yeah, I'm happy. Biden is actually speaking right now about the people who've been vaccinated. 10% of America is fully vaccinated. So that means about 30 million Americans are fully vaccinated. And the CDC just released new guidelines saying that people who are fully vaccinated can be around others who are fully vaccinated. And even if they're around they could be around their grandchildren. So we've seen some stories like that on the news where, people who've been separated in homes, who were married, they finally are able to be around each other, which was good to see. And today of this recording, March 11, marks a year of the pandemic. And so much has happened during that pandemic through shutdowns, businesses closing, people losing their jobs, people losing their apartments, homes, losing a lot of things, losing their minds, not knowing what to do. It has been hell for the past year. For me, you guys know that I lost my mother during this pandemic due to the pandemic. So it's been crazy. I started looking for a therapist, and it's so hard when you see all of these names and you don't see pictures, you don't know their race, you don't know their backgrounds, or none of that stuff. And the crazy thing is about that, I happen to listen to Michelle Williams' new podcast, Checking In. If you haven't had a chance to listen to it, please make sure that you check in. It's on iHeartRadio or wherever you
Shout out to Michelle.
Yes. She's had guests, Dr. Oz. I've listened to about maybe 6 or 7 podcasts. I stopped listening after there was an interview she did with her cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just talking about, a lot of it is like mental health focused. And of course, they've had some good topics. And I think my favorite one is when she interviewed this guy when he talked about friendships and relationships and how to know the difference between those type of relationships. And it was just really, really good. And I can't wait for him to come back on to her podcast. But yeah, it's just been a lot. We've all dealt with a lot with not being able to see your friends, not being able to hang out, clubs closing, people having to make the best of Zoom, learning how to use Zoom, just learning how to do so much with being home. And, you think things, some people start to loosen up things, and then things got even worse than what it was when the shutdown even started. I started working during this pandemic. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot in this year of living in a pandemic or this COVID bubble, when you have people who can't even watch sports. You can't even have fans. You watch wrestling, there's no fans. You see nothing but video screens with fans on them. It's been tough, but I wish that during the beginning we had a president who was more forthcoming, someone who was like, saying that, we must wear masks. This is a deadly disease. Please wear a mask at all times. Like during this time, it was like, we don't know what type of mask you should wear. You can wear a cloth. At this point, just put anything on as long as you're protecting yourself. Wash your hands. Wipe after yourself. Sanitize this. Sanitize that. Now all you hear is wear your mask. You don't even hear wash your hands no more. It's just wear your mask.
Well, people should already been washing their hands
I know. I
don't think anybody should have to tell you to wash your hands. Well, yeah, I know.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Ugh.
Don't do that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
How has your year been with COVID, especially working in the field that you do? Like,
I've been good. I haven't had any complaints. In the very beginning, it was a little nerve-wracking, but everything's been good. Like listen, I just thank God I haven't caught it. I thank God that, no one close to me has caught it. I did lose 2 cousins, as you know, from COVID. They were, much older than I was, but yeah, I just, I'm just ready for this to be over. I'm ready for it to be over. I'm ready for, things to start going back to normal. Right. I'm just ready for it. I don't mind. I wouldn't even mind if things started opening up full capacity here in Philly, just as long as they continued the mask mandate. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind that at all. I wouldn't mind that. I feel a little bit more comfortable now that more people are getting vaccinated. So I wouldn't mind fully being the city opening back up, but you'd have to continue the mask mandate. I would say continue the mask mandate for a long time until at least the end of this goddamn year. But yeah, I'm just ready for it to be over.
So you're ready for it to be over. I'm ready for it to be over. I want people to be able to go back to church. That's one thing I know for sure.
To go back where?
To church.
Oh.
I'm like, there's no way I cannot. I know churches are open, but I know that they're open at limited capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Some churches. But even if I go back to the Catholic Church, if I just go back, all I have to do is go back. I haven't been to a Catholic church service, oh my God, in over 10 years. Well over 10 years. Wow. It's probably 13. maybe 14. I don't even know, Mikkel. It's been a long time since I've been to a Catholic church service. The last one I know for sure that I did anything Catholic was when my nephew passed, his funeral. He had a
And that was in 2007. Yeah.
That's the last time I was even inside of a Catholic church.
Wow.
Yep. Last time I was inside. So otherwise, if I go to church, I've been visiting other people's churches. But I definitely want to go back. This, to praise him, honor him. We've made it through a pandemic. A lot of us, and we still can't let our guard down, because if you haven't caught it and you haven't got the vaccine, it could still be deadly. So we need to be careful. Like nothing has been the same. Music shows, award shows, the struggling ass Grammys are going to come on this Sunday, and I don't know what they're going to do. But at first I was kind of upset with like how the BET Awards was presented, but they have had one of the best award shows during the pandemic, and that was in June.
And that was early on during the pandemic, and they got it. They did the damn thing. The BET Awards, I will say that. They definitely did it. I think that they were like the blueprint of how it should go with award shows during the pandemic. They really did a good job. I'm gonna be honest with you. The BET Awards was the last award show I watched.
Wow.
I haven't watched any award shows during this pandemic at all. And the BET Awards was the last one I watched, because I'm ready for everything to go back to normal. I don't want to watch people at home receiving their awards or them on Zoom, and like they did the Golden Globes a few weeks ago, and the nominees were like at home or various different locations, and then they, when it was announced that they were the winners, some of them were there at home with their families. I was like, I don't want to watch this. Right. It just looks cheesy. I mean, I understand you have to do it, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, so I'm going. Of course, I'm going to watch the Grammys. I'm going to see how it's done. It comes on Sunday, CBS, 8 p.m. Beyonce leads the Grammy Awards this year. The nominations came out back in November, but it's now March, and I can't remember.
Had no clue that she even led the nominations this year. That's how out of the loop I am. I had no clue that she led the nominations this year. Yeah. What did she nominate for?
Black Parade.
Oh, Black Parade. Okay,
that was like her most nominations, and stuff from The Lion King, and
okay, got it.
So yeah, she's nominated for that. But they got a bunch of my phone is on the charger. I could pull up. They got a bunch of people performing. I don't know how they're going to do these.
I know Bruno Mars and what's his name, the other guy.
Have they been announced? Because they've been.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, well, yeah, the Grammys just announced them. That's why I thought it was so decent that they were trying to get on there, and then finally the Grammys announced them. But it's like the Grammys, y'all should have been, because it's like y'all want as many good artists performing as possible, especially being as though the way everything is right now. Like,
yeah,
you don't want to have just anybody up there performing.
So they got Bad Bunny, Billie Eilish, Black Pumas, Brandy Carlisle, Brittany Howard, BTS, Cardi B, Chris Martin, The Baby, Doja Cat, Dua Lipa, Haim, Harry Styles, Lil Baby, Maren Morrison, John Mayer, Megan Thee Stallion, Mickey Guyton, Miranda Lambert, Post Malone, Roddy Ricch, Silk Sonic, Taylor Swift, Jack Antonoff, and Aaron Dessner. And you all know they always have surprises. I don't know who a lot of these people are, which I'm...
And where they're going to... Is it going to... Well, it's not going to be at the Staples Center. So I guess these are like pre-recorded performances?
The Grammys will be held in Los Angeles. Held in and around Los Angeles at the Los Angeles Convention Center in Los Angeles, March 14th. It will recognize the best... Well, of course, we know what they do. Beyonce received the most nominations with 9, followed by Dua Lipa, Roddy Ricch, and Taylor Swift with 6 each. The ceremony was scheduled for January 30th. However, on January 5th, the Recording Academy postponed due to a spike in COVID in L.A. So, wow. I didn't even know it was 9 nominations that Beyonce got. It's 9. She's nominated in all the main... She's nominated Record of the Year, not Album of the Year, Song of the Year, the R&B categories, of course. Taylor Swift will be performing, which is, she recorded an album. They're going to make it a big thing about her recording an album during the pandemic. A lot of people recording an album during pandemics. But I'm just not a fan of hers all like that, and I don't see why the Grammys see it for her like that. One thing that happened that came out today is that police sirens. I've been hearing them a lot around here. What's the name? I'm so sorry. The name skipped my mind. What's his name? That performed at the Super Bowl.
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd. He has announced that he has told his record label he no longer wants them to submit.
Do you sweat like that when you go over your like date's house?
I don't know. I think probably because when you start drinking and stuff.
Oh my! No, you just sweat.
Well,
nothing to do with you drinking.
I sweat when I'm doing my thing. Yeah.
Oh.
Man, no, I've never been hurt. I've never heard that.
Of course, because those people were too.
Lies.
I mean, hello.
Bye, Mikhail. But yeah, he submitted. He told his label don't ever submit. He ain't say it like that, but he will no longer be submitting his music to the Grammys.
Why?
Because he was upset that he didn't get any nominations,
oh.
And it was a lot of back and forth between him and the Grammys about him performing at the Super Bowl or performing at the Grammys. But after watching that Super Bowl performance, it was more like a MTV performance that was supposed to be on the MTV video.
See, I don't even understand why would it have been a big thing for him not to. Why couldn't he have performed at both places?
Right.
Why is it an issue?
Yeah, because normally you have the Grammys and then the Super Bowl, or it's either the other way around. Why not take? You're supposed to take advantage of both.
Right. The Grammys would have never did this to somebody like Beyonce.
No. Oh, hell no. They know better.
No, they
maybe 2003 Beyonce, they probably tried
maybe. But you damn sure ain't doing it in 2021. No.
And
that's a slight maybe 2003.
Okay. There's look, man, you'll perform.
Right.
We'll let you do the
in
Star Spangled
2021,
Banner.
Beyonce probably tell them, I'll be performing before I get to the Grammys. And y'all better make sure. Yes, Beyonce.
And I want my Popeye's chicken.
Okay. And y'all better make sure that red carpet is clear when I get there.
I wouldn't be surprised if she performed. We haven't seen Beyonce during this pandemic. I don't know if she's gained. Well, no, of course she hasn't gained weight because we've seen the pictures from Ivy Park, the winter collection.
Well, no, she's definitely thick in that, but it's like the right thick. She ain't skinny.
I haven't really paid attention
she
to
definitely gained weight.
But
her booty's
I think
big,
we've
her
all
breast
gained
is big.
weight.
Yeah,
but I've lost 5 pounds, and I thank God for that. I haven't worked out, but I've just been watching what I've been eating.
Right.
Some of the things.
Well, I was happy to hear her vocals the other day because I haven't heard her vocals in a long time. Like something recent, her vocals recently when the young girl died, and her last request was to have Beyonce sing to her, and Beyonce actually called the girl and sang to her before she died.
Oh my God!
And a lot of people, and it was posted on the internet.
Why I haven't seen this story?
Well, because you don't be on the Shade Room. It's been all over the internet. But a lot of people thought that Beyonce, because the girl was a big Beyonce fan, and Beyonce had acknowledged the girl in the past, and then the girl died. I think it was like some type of brain cancer or something like that. But when it became evident that she was dying, her last request was to have Beyonce sing, certain songs to her, or for her rather. And when the girl died, like a day or two later, Beyonce had released the songs that she had sang for the girl. I guess she must have recorded it on her laptop or something. And a lot of people started criticizing Beyonce. Oh, well, she wanted you to sing that to her while she was alive. Why would you wait until after she died? Well, then the family came out and said, no, she heard all of this before she died. So Beyonce sent this to her before she died. It's just that Beyonce released it to us after the girl died.
Some people are fucking,
right.
You know what?
It's just horrible.
Some people are just crazy.
Right, it is.
Like they think that Beyonce is supposed to put all of Texas on her shoulder when y'all froze.
Right. And it wasn't for us. It was for the young girl.
Yeah.
But her vocals sounded great. Like she sang it was certain songs that she sang, and she sang them a cappella. They all were done a cappella. Like I said, she might have recorded it real quick because it happened so fast.
Did she sing Halo?
She did. She sang Halo. She sang Honey, Honey. She sang Brown Skin. She sang quite a few songs for the girl, and then at the end of the song, she told the girl she loved her. It was sad. It was sad though. It was sad, but it was nice because I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was the girl mom or dad, but they came out and said, no, she actually did hear all of this before she died. So,
but that's a shame. Her mom had to come
out there and confront. Yeah, it is. It's, but again, like you said, people will try to make Beyonce. They'll try to guilt trip her.
Yes.
So it's like, why are you doing that when this wasn't even for us? It was for the girl who was on her deathbed. But it's sad. It's sad. But that was recent vocals. I hadn't heard her voice in a few years now because she ain't been doing nothing. So I was like, wow, her voice is strong. It's clear. It's I just loved it.
I don't think her voice is going anywhere. She's not.
No, it's not going anywhere. But you know how you be like, I think the last time we heard her sing something was what the Lion King special.
Right, that sing along. They did a sing along. Wasn't she a part of that?
No. Oh no! I'm talking about the Lion King special, the thing that was on Disney Plus that she released. Black is King.
She did that, but she did a sing along. She was a part of a Disney sing along.
Oh yeah, when she sang yeah, you're right. But that was early during COVID.
Right.
When you wish upon a star.
Yes, but I want her to like do some performances like something. You know she's gearing up for a tour.
Oh God, she better be. She better be doing something. Girl, you ain't you was sitting at home.
Grandchildren got to eat. You know, so she's doing something.
Did you see Jay-Z has been making
deal after deal selling everything, okay, for millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Jay-Z,
yeah,
you gotta leave something for somebody else.
No, fuck that.
He is. You know. I said, baby, he's sitting at home and saying, you know what, gotta make money.
Yeah, he's building things up and then he's just selling them.
Yeah,
you know, he's selling the steaks and all of that. Like,
he has grown from that, from 20 years ago, Jay-Z to now. Like, wow, he has really become a businessman.
No, he said,
I'm not a business. Wait, what did he say?
Said, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
Right. That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So did you see the video today of Queen Prince William saying that his family?
Oh, I didn't know it was a video.
Racist.
I just thought it was a statement.
It was just it was a video because someone, you know, he was somewhere and he looked very annoyed that he was being asked questions, and he answered them and he kept it moving. He said his family is not much racist at all. He didn't
very
say
much not racist.
Very much not racist. That's what he said. And we know that's some bullshit. It looks like the Queen definitely did some cracking down on what happened because I thought I had the story up on my computer. Let's see. Yeah, because the Queen released a statement. The whole family is saddened to learn the full extent of how challenging the last few years have been for Harry and Meghan. The issues raised, particularly that of race, are concerning. While some recollections may vary, that means something went down. They are taken very seriously and will be addressed by the family privately. Harry, Meghan, and Archie will always be much loved family members. Now, that was the statement from the Queen after the bombshell interview that Meghan Markle and Harry had with Oprah on Sunday, which 17 million Americans watch. Now, even though a lot of people say we don't care about the royal family, we watched this interview on Sunday
because we don't really care too much about it, but at the end of the day, many of us remember Princess Diana, and this is her son. And for her son, and we all, those of us who remember her, remember she got the hell out of there when she did. And now her son is coming out and saying, basically my mother was right, you know? So it's like, yeah, we want to hear what's going on. And then the whole thing about him marrying, you know, a black woman. But the one thing I didn't like about the Queen's statement was some recollections may vary. I didn't like that. I didn't like that because it kind of puts the notion out there that somehow,
this person doesn't remember saying it that way,
right,
to make it seem racist,
and somehow, well, maybe Harry misunderstood her, and it's like, no, you can't misunderstand anything like that. Yeah.
But let me ask you a question: do you really think it can be racist if someone asks, like, well, what the skin color would look like?
Why would that matter? I just think that would. I'm trying to understand why that would even matter. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, us being black, we all have come across maybe a black guy who dated a white girl, or a black girl who dated a white guy, and the girl was pregnant. I never thought to myself to say, oh, I wonder what color that baby's gonna look like. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because I think for us, we automatically know that there's going to be a tint of shade in that baby.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The hair, the face,
something's going to be, but we're never going to ask what it is because it's like, well, but I think for them, because they are so separated from the rest of the world, and because they have not had the experience of dating outside of their race, they're not familiar with it.
Yeah,
now,
be dating their own cousins.
Yeah, they're not familiar with it. Now, was the intentions that whoever said it? What I don't know. I don't know because I wasn't there, but I do think that Charles or William are old enough to know better. Prince Charles is in his 70s. Prince William is in his 30s. They're both old enough to know better. Okay? So to even, I guess maybe because they asked the question of Harry, they felt comfortable enough to say, well, what? I don't know.
What you think your child's color going to look like?
I don't know. I don't see. And after hearing it for a few days, I'm thinking to myself, well, I mean, I don't know. But I'm looking at it as now, it may not have been racist simply because they're separated from the rest of the world. Nobody in their family has had a child with another black person. So for them, they're probably so stupid in their heads, not racist, but just ignorant to the fact of, well, mixed babies can come out all different shades.
Oh my God.
They don't just come out one shade. They can come out all different shades. You know what I mean? You even have some black parents where both of the parents are brown skin, and then sometimes the child may come out light skin. That's because somebody along the lineage was light skin. Right. I have a cousin like that. My cousin, both of her parents, they're brown skin like me, but she's light skin. And then her sister after her is brown skin like the parents. That's because we have a light skinned people in my family. My mother's oldest sister, she's the lightest one. Well, no, I'm lying. Her and my Uncle Jewel, they're the two lightest one out of the 10 children. And my grandparents weren't light skinned, but my grandmother's mother was very much so light skinned. Mm-hmm. And they think that her father may have been white. It just depends on the genetics. Because if you look at my mother, it's 10 of them. Mm-hmm. My mother's the youngest out of 10. The firstborn is light skinned, and then my Uncle Jewel, he's light skinned. They're the only 2 out of the 10 children that are light skinned. My grandparents, neither one of them are light skinned. But like I said, my grandmother's mother, she's very much so light skinned. Right. That one of my aunts was saying to me, she said when we were kids, we were just trying to figure out, because they called my great grandmother, they called her mom, and she said, we were trying to figure out if mom's father was white because we never heard anything about him. We don't know anything about him. She never spoke about her father, and she's so light, and she got this long silky wavy hair that something's going on. Something's going on. You know what I mean?
Have you ever thought to take like an ancestry test?
I would love to do that. I would love to do that. But I wish I would have been able to do it when my grandmother's sister, when her last surviving sister was still living. Because then she would have been able to know who her grandfather, right. if her mother's father. And my grandmother's last sister died in 2011. Mm-hmm. And I would have loved to have done it when she was living. So she would have been able to know, well, her mother's father, was this. But yeah.
Yeah, but you never know. You might meet people who are still around, because there was someone on my family tree. She lived to be 105 years old, mm-hmm. and she was able to take the test. So she has been like the connector to so many people.
But see, the thing about it is, now my great grandparent, my grandmother's mother and father. My grandmother's mother was the only child. She didn't have any siblings. But my grandmother's father, he was one of 13. And majority of his family are all down south. Uh-huh. And so all of us are here in Philly. All my grandmother's 10 children are, 8 of them now. They're all in here in Philly, and majority of my family is here in Philly. But when it comes to my great-grandfather and his side, they're all down south. Now, my grandmother's last surviving sister, she used to go and visit them. And then there's some family members in New York from my great grandfather's side. She would go visit them. Like, she was the one who went to go visit them and connect it. But then again, she died in 2011. So it's like,
now the
connection is because she's, no longer living. But
it's a lot more people taking ancestry tests now,
is.
because when I first started, I had 89 fourth cousins or closer. Now I'm at 580 something close cousins or closer on Ancestry. So, it's always good to get out there and dig in your family tree and see what's out there. But it's this white family that my mother's matches, and I don't know, like, if he. Well, I'm sure he had to do something with one of his slaves, but he matches so, like, this white family matches so many of our people, and I've been able to trace them down from the time he came from Ireland to South Carolina, and they moved to Georgia, to Louisiana, to Mississippi, to Texas, to Louisiana. Like, they are all over the South, and my mom matches all these people, and I match them too. And their last name is Grafton, Grafton. So he had to be a slave master. Well, of course, I'm sure he was. And, they had a big family, and they just made babies everywhere. That's all. And they still, like if it's just this one set of white people that we match, and they come up as fourth cousins or closer. So I'm like, well, who is it? Because the people my mom's side said that it wasn't them, because when we did our Christmas thing, I brought this up, and I was asking, like, do y'all match? And these people, they said no. So this had to be whoever my mother's father was. It could be his side, or it could be whoever my mother's father was. It's just, I don't know. But it's just been fun trying to piece family trees and last names and stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, it's nothing wrong with having white people in your family or black people in your family. I think I think the royal family need to get over whatever they're going through and understand that times has changed. Right. And it's sickening that this has become a Republican issue or a Democratic issue on if you believe Megan or not. About, like, how can you not feel sorry for anyone who says that they wanted to commit suicide? They wanted to end their life because of the constant attacks. You being forced not to read the papers, but people always calling you and asking you about different stories that's out there. They say they're going to protect you, and they're not. You say you want to die, and they can't do anything for you because you're not on the payroll. Like, that fucking sucks. And even if she wasn't a payroll, Harry, you could have paid for her too. Y'all got money. You don't need the royal, but then she probably couldn't be out there like telling people what's going on because they don't trust shit. It's just like she said she was trapped. They took her passport. They took everything.
They took everything.
Horrible. So little Bow Wow, who recently had a birthday, and I only know him because I seen your post. He's a Pisces. Oh my God. And I like Pisces because they my water signs. But he really wants to be a wrestler. That he is really going to wrestling school, and he's training with Rikishi. And I know a lot of y'all know Rikishi. A lot of y'all may not watch wrestling no more, but you know Rikishi when he always had his ass out and put his ass in people's faces.
I remember.
And of course, him and The Rock, their family are they're blood. They're not really related. Their blood, they have like a blood brothers situation going on where there was a family member in Rikishi family, maybe his great grandfather, considered The Rock's grandfather like a blood brother, and that's where all of this Samoan dynasty and all of this stuff. It's a huge thing. If you're not a wrestling fan, you wouldn't understand, so you probably wouldn't care. So I'm gonna stop. But anyway, Rikishi is actually going to be training Bow Wow in school because Bow Wow wants to be a wrestler. And WWE will definitely capitalize off of this because if they can get eyeballs on their product through anything, they're going to get people to watch. Now, I'm not really interested in seeing Bow Wow come to WWE. I think he's too short. It won't be believable. But, you know, he gets a chance to prove me wrong, but I don't see it for him. And plus, I just don't see it for him.
Mm-hmm.
They got Bad Bunny there right now, who's the Spanish singer or Spanish rapper. And, of course, WWE wants him on the program. They got him connected with a Puerto Rican wrestler, and they try to keep him on TV as much as they can, and they couldn't this week because of the Grammys and stuff like that. But if they could get more eyeballs on the product, they're going to do it. I'm just not too crazy about it. And then Soulja Boy happened to get into it with another wrestler named Randy Orton. And if you don't,
Soulja Boy just needs to stick to his OnlyFans.
Yeah, but I didn't even know he had OnlyFans.
He does. I didn't know it either until the other day when I was on Twitter and somebody reposted a video and got upset because he's not showing anything. So the person who reposted the video said, "All right, I'm getting tired of these videos. Won't you? I'm ready for him to just pull it out already." But Soulja Boy has been playing peekaboo with his penis for years,
time,
right? I mean, he's never been shy of showing you his print.
and it's big. It's pretty big.
Yeah, and y'all paying to see his print in his underwear. Like, what are you doing? Like Trey Songz, you know, he has the OnlyFans too. And all he's doing is just taking pictures and videos of him in his underwear.
Let me tell you.
Come on.
The only one I seen that I didn't I didn't even subscribe to none of these hoes, but someone whoever is subscribed to Tiger's OnlyFans, they had a whole Twitter.
Tiger who?
Tiger, the rapper.
Oh. I was about to say, what? I was about
they copy his videos and they put them all on Twitter. And I'm not mad. Like, he really has
Well, you know, you can do that with, I mean, you can screen record anything.
But I mean, they got it. But I'm like, he's really out there.
That's why I don't understand why these people are paying for this.
He's doing it for the OnlyFans. Right. Like, he got professionally edited videos. You know, so shout out to Tiger. I mean, I'm not mad at his side hustle. Speaking of side hustles, this is not even a side hustle. But Lena Waithe and Def Jam Lena Waithe has a joint venture with Def Jam to get her own record label, Hillman Grad Records. I hope it's called Hillman Grad Records. I think it's called Hillman Grad Records. If I'm wrong, I'll be sure to let you guys know that I'm wrong. But it's Hillman Grad Records. And Lena will be developing artists, because you know you don't really have that anymore, to not only just do music, but to be in movies and TV and other projects, which I think is a good thing. So I'm sure you'll get the A&R treatment, the School of Matthew Knowles training of what to say and what not to say. And I want to be a part of that. I don't know how, but I'll do it. I do. I want to be a part of that. Like, that's something like I could be like, damn, dude, well, let me get my foot up in here. Mm-hmm. You know, that was something I would really love to do, because I know what the fans think. I know what the fans like. You know, I might have to call in and be like, you know what? This is right up my alley, because I can't act. I can't dance. I can't sing, but I can keep it real. I can keep it real. That's one thing I can do. I can keep it real with you. But I'm happy for Lena. Like, she's doing her damn thing. 20s is coming back. She got B Sky hosting that. The after show. The Shy is coming back for the 4th season. I believe they're shooting that now. No, she told me they wasn't even shooting it yet. But The Shy is coming back. Lena is just busy. She got a movie with why did her name just with Cynthia
Erivo.
Yeah, Erivo. Cynthia Erivo. She's busy. And Cynthia got the Aretha thing coming out next week.
And I can't wait to see that.
Yes. It even came out before Jennifer Hudson. I know what happened. Now we're going to be trying to compare.
Wow.
My drink is kicking in. Mikkel, bitch. That means Jennifer Hudson not gonna get nominated for an Oscar this year.
Why do you think that?
Because the movie is not out.
Not this year. No, not this year.
So maybe she get a head start for next year. But I want Andra Day to be nominated for an Oscar. I really do. I want them to not forget her, because it's on Hulu. It's on Hulu. She fucking did that shit. Like she really did. Fuck the movie. I don't care if the movie don't get nominated for anything, but I want her specifically to be nominated for Best Actress because she did the damn thing. Shout out to Andra Day.
Netflix. What's going on with Netflix?
So Netflix is cracking down, bitch. They said, "Oh, you're not even at this household, but you're watching this. Oh, y'all sharing passwords? Are you? You want to do that? Well, you better hurry up and prove that you're at this residence or whatever, or you won't be able to connect to that link anymore
when they log on.
Yep, you have to create your own password account. Your own Netflix account. So Netflix is starting to become greedy. Netflix, y'all have the number one subscriptions worldwide. Why are y'all trying to crack down on who are sharing passwords, especially during the pandemic? Just period. Like, why y'all being so petty? Right. Y'all number one, and now you want to crack down on sharing passwords. Just make sure that more than one or two people, like y'all had deals where 2 people can watch the same Netflix account, 3 or 4. Now y'all saying, oh, but if you got to be in the same household. Why? Y'all just fucking greedy. Y'all greedy. Y'all made so much money when everybody was staying home. And now you want even more. Y'all being ran by greed and just greed. You all right?
Yeah, no, I was looking at, I had a bruise on my arm the other day, and I just thought about it. But it's
punched you.
Yes. No, but it went away. But it was big. It was, and I noticed it in the shower one day. I was washing, and I looked, and I said, "Where the hell did that come from?" And it was there for a good minute, but you can see the remnants of it now. It went away, but I just thought about it, like, oh, where did the bruise come from?
A scratch and be like, where the fuck that come from?
Yeah, this bruise was just like, I don't know where that came from.
You probably hit yourself.
Something, because I was like, I don't know where that came from. I was so confused. Like, wait, did somebody grab me?
Yeah. Now Netflix, y'all not releasing that many hot movies like that.
Yeah, they aren't. Nah.
Because the last good movie y'all released was I Care a Lot. That's it.
Yeah.
To be doing that. Stop cracking down the people count and let people live their life. Let people enjoy themselves. It's only $12 a month. You ain't missing out that much. So Brandy, let me read to y'all this story. Brandy is coming out with a new show. Well, it's not Brandy's show. Brandy has signed on to the show. It's going to be called Queens. It's going to feature Brandy, Eve, and Notori Norton. And they were a part of a 90s hip-hop group called Nasty Bitches. We didn't even have no popular groups with a title like that in the 90s. Okay. So I think like y'all going a little bit too far already. So Brandy's character, Brandy will play Naomi, better known as Explicit Lyrics. Nobody had a name like that in the 90s. In the highly skilled musical engine of the Nasty Bitches. A true artist with boundless musical talent, Naomi was certain she'd go on mainstream success after the group's demise. She hasn't singing and playing her guitar in crappy dive bars where all people want to hear is her old persona. When the group gets back together, Naomi is reunited with the only man she ever loved and the rival bandmate who stole that man from her. But what Naomi wants more than anything is to build a relationship with the daughter she never was really there for, if she only knew how. Which sounds good for her character because she's a mother. Mm-hmm. So she would probably know how to act the opposite way because she's been there for her daughter.
Right.
It says also the group is named Nasty Bitches, which I told y'all. And then Eve will play another member of Nasty Bitches named Brianna, a.k.a. Professor Sex. And this is on Eve's character. 20 years ago, Brianna was Professor Sex, 1/4 of the iconic 90s hip hop group Nasty Bitches, the Nasty Bitches, rapping about money, sex, and her all around glamorous lifestyle. Today, Brianna is a proud mother of 5, wife and mother of 5, and a stained sweatsuit who barely has a second to breathe. Not glamorous, but Brianna loves her life. The Nasty Bitches are a distant memory. But when an opportunity arises for the group to reunite, Brianna will grapple with whether or not she still has the swag and confidence that made her an icon decades ago. Of course, Queens is still in the stage. It's in the pilot stage.
Okay, so these are the 3 of them are supposed to be from a group.
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be 4. So far we know 3, but they say it's part of. She's 1/4, so it's 4 people.
Okay.
Now, will I watch this? I would give it a chance, and if it's not good by the 3rd episode, I wouldn't watch anymore. But so far, I'm like, okay. But the only thing I don't like is I don't remember any female groups having names like that in the 90s.
Well, I mean, but I do remember female artists rapping like that in the 90s.
Sure, and I wouldn't look. That's why.
So I don't think it's far fetched that a group would be named that, because you had Lil Kim, Foxy Brown. They rap like that,
but none of them had names like that.
Well, no, but they rap like that, so I don't think the names.
Not even TLC. You had T-Boz, Left Eye, and Chili,
but they didn't rap like that.
I think they ain't sing like that neither.
Yeah, so but I'm saying that. But there are artists now. I can see if there were no artists in the 90s that rap like that either. But
right, yeah. I mean, but I'm really interested in this, and I'm happy that Brandon's getting back into acting, because this is one of the things I'm saying, like, you just can't rely on the music, and something that I've never heard anybody say while they're starting a record label. And Lena is, okay, you're going to do music, film, and TV, and other shit. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Working, you getting the fucking money. You got your hands in all pots, which also brings it back to Jay-Z, because this motherfucker is buying shit, building it up, and then selling it. It's like fixing the house. It's like I did a couple things around the house. Now pay me, bitch. And he's making money.
Yeah,
like, this is what you gotta do, and this is inspiring. Like, bitch, this really, really is. I'm feeling this. But I'm hoping that this is successful. This is successful.
And speaking of
hoping, this is not nothing like Empire, where they have guests every week. Go ahead.
No. I agree with you.
I'm hoping that they don't have guests every week. Like, I want y'all to tell the story the way it's supposed to be, and even if the show picks up on popularity, don't jump the shark. Like Empire. Remember, every week Empire started out with like 6 million and 7 million, 8 million. Fox got all these views. Like, bitch, Fox didn't have this many viewers since American Idol. And then the show jumped the shark. I stopped watching.
Yeah.
Me and Mikkel used to go down to the Fox studio to talk about Empire. And then we stopped watching.
Yeah, because it started to become cheesy and it was just too much.
Yeah. It was like, Mikkel was like, bitch, it started to get to a point where it was so bad, they were like, do y'all want to come on? Yes. And Mikkel haven't watched the show in like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And then he had to hurry up.
And I had to hurry up and recap.
Yes.
And then get on national television and talk about a show that I didn't even watch. But I was good at it.
Yeah, we all were.
Yeah, I was very good at it. Get on the morning show here in Philly to talk about a show I didn't even watch.
I hope
that's
Jim
what you call acting.
Good,
But speaking of Eve,
yeah.
I didn't tell anybody this, not even you. She was at my church last week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I did tell you.
You did tell me.
I did tell you.
Wait a minute,
yeah,
bitch.
I did tell you. Well, she did come for the tour. And I guess now it's just, up and if they're going to select my church. But yeah, I talked to my pastor niece, and she said, oh, no, she was there. She said she took a tour, and, that's that was nice.
I'm surprised you wasn't there.
Well, you
no,
not even that. The production crew didn't want a bunch of people there.
Okay.
COVID. And it was like, well, she don't want, so you only can select a certain amount, a certain number of people. But I think it was probably 4 people from my church that was there altogether. My pastor, his wife, and 2 other people. But yeah, his niece wasn't there, but she had, she told me.
I
she
haven't
was
seen
like,
her in a while.
Like, she told me, she was like, yeah, she did come, and they toured the whole building, and we'll see.
Wow. Let me tell y'all, Eve, if you listen to this, anybody know Eve, they need to come through from Cal Church. Okay?
Yeah.
Come on.
So that was really dope. That was really dope. And I'll tell y'all more if things, when things progress or happen.
That's gonna be decent, and that could probably lead to Eve coming on the podcast because we need to start doing interviews on this podcast. Now I listen to you ain't even got to have people on for hours and hours. You just bring them on for a couple minutes.
Well, anybody gonna sit on the podcast for hours and hours?
No, I'm just saying.
Not as no guest.
You know how we talk to them. You know how we talk.
No, that's how you talk to them. I be trying to wrap it up.
I be
long-winded.
Yeah,
I be trying to wrap it up.
I have fun with people. Especially when it comes to sex. You want to know about people's sex life. I mean, you don't want to know about everybody's sex life, but you want to know about some. What else has been going on? Well, we got everything just about. Oh, the show with 50 Cent, another man that's keeping his hands in multiple pots because the music ain't working no more. But he has a new show coming out on Stars. It's about this black mafia family from Detroit, which is based on a true story. And Snoop Dogg's going to be a part of it. Lala's going to be a part of it. And Saraya, who's from Empire, is going to be on this show. And, I'm just like,
excuse me.
I'm excited for 50 Cent because he got the show for life. He has Empire, not Empire. Oh, Lord. If you heard me say that.
What?
He has
Empire.
power. He has
right.
Power.
Right.
And then the books of Power.
Right.
And then he got this new TV show. To be an ignorant motherfucker, 50, you are doing the damn thing.
Well, he's definitely a businessman.
Yes, he is. I'm happy for him. And this show. Because I think this show is going to be definitely talked about and tweeted about every week. Like it's gonna be good. It's a lot of good stuff out. I have yet to watch the new season of Married to Medicine, which started on Monday. Sunday. I did DVR it, and I think I'm gonna be doing videos for it because I need a show that I can watch where I know that it's gonna be drama, and it's not gonna be drama where the girl's gonna be fighting, but it's gonna be good drama and not manufactured shit. I haven't watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta in over 2 months, and I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel like I've missed anything. The only thing I felt like I missed is Strippergate because nobody else is talking about it. Like, did you watch Strippergate? And
I watched it. Happened? Yeah. Oh, Portia definitely fucked them. Portia and Tanya definitely. It was Portia and Tanya. Tanya actually admitted to being in the room, and Portia was over it because Kenya blew it out. Kenya made a big deal about it, and Kenya was like, listen, I heard voices and moans and groans and all types of shit coming from that room, and it was 2 women and it was the stripper. I can't tell you who the 2 women were because I couldn't recognize the voice, but it was coming from that room, and the room was Portia's, and she said it was 2 women. Portia was denying everything, like, that never happened. And then Tanya, well, I was in Portia's room, and Kenya
that's
said,
why
see,
she never came
I
back.
told you. Kenya told us, see, I told you it was 2 women I heard in that room. Yeah, Portia definitely fucked them. She fucked them. And I mean, you fucked them.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Be honest about it.
You fucked them. You and Dennis are not together.
Right.
And him, the stripper, what? Girl, I would have told everybody I fucked him.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Everybody got.
And he left. And they showed the camera of him leaving 7:00 in the morning.
Polo.
Don Juan said that when Candy finally went home to tell Don Juan, because Candy was over Kenya making a big deal out of it, she went home to tell Don Juan what happened, and Don Juan said, yeah, I knew something was up because the hotel called me and said that he hadn't checked out at a certain time when he was supposed to check out.
Child. Oh, bravo, y'all just trying it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cute. I mean, it was a cute episode too. The bachelorette party. It was a cute episode. Everybody had fun. They were nasty. You knew shit went down because all the girls said, "All right." They kicked the crew out and said, "Okay, y'all gotta leave." And then the house
kicked the Bravo crew out.
Yeah, the camera. And the house has cameras, and all of them went to each camera and turned the camera around, threw something over the camera. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they said, okay, now this is the real party.
I mean, I would do the same.
Oh yeah, they were having a good time. They had a good time.
I don't need to sleep with a stripper, but I mean, I would like to have strippers at my party. It's just like everybody just have fun and have a good time. I mean, I've seen him. He was on Vivica Fox show. Oh, I know about all of them. It's they just stuff to look at. But I just don't. Nothing. But
I wasn't mad like Portia. Okay, you fucked him.
Yeah, just say admit
you're
it.
not with Dennis.
But fuck,
you know.
but Kenya mad because she ain't getting no
Because she
dick.
wasn't getting none. That's
See,
what it is.
A bitch that ain't getting no dick worrying about another.
She worrying
bitch
about
getting
everybody else getting dick. Yeah.
dick. Yeah, I can make a story out
And
of
then
this.
Tanya, she's not somebody you do dirty work with because that bitch started running her fucking mouth. Even though she didn't admit that they had sex, but she was just like, oh, but I was in Portia's room and nothing ever happened. And Portia was looking like, bitch, why would you tell her you was in my room? We trying to deflect and act like nothing happened.
Right.
But Kenya was right. She said, I heard two women's voices in that room. She was like, I don't know.
So she never said anything. Then
Yeah.
never been revealed.
I mean, but Kenya knew what was going on because, like Tanya said, Kenya was like, I was standing there and I heard everything that happened.
oh, Kenya, you that fucking bitch? You was
Yes.
playing with your pussy?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
like,
and Cynthia admitted. She said I went upstairs and started playing with my pussy because she was like getting turned on. Oh, she admitted it. She was getting turned on by Portia and the girl Toya. Portia and Toya making out. They were making out on the couch and the camera
I thought that was Kenya's girlfriend.
It is Ken's friend. Oh God, I'm telling you, that was a good episode.
Bitch, I need to watch that one.
It was a very good episode. Very good episode.
I need to go watch that one.
The cameras caught half of them on the couch. Like I said, they, turned the cameras away, but the camera caught half of them on the couch, and I mean, they were making out. And Cynthia said she had came. Yeah, Cynthia said she had came back downstairs and she was watching it on the steps, and then she said she went upstairs and then started, handling her business because she was turned on. I said, okay.
Who Candy and Ty fuck with that night?
Todd.
Ty was there. So
No,
who
this was
Candy
a girls
fuck with?
trip.
Who Candy fuck with?
Nobody, none of them fucked with anybody. Like Candy said, Candy threw the party for Cynthia, and it was like a dungeon party, so they all had on like these sexy outfits or whatever.
Yeah.
But Candy the only big thing was who slept with the stripper, because that was the big main thing. But Candy didn't sleep with nobody. Like they afterwards, because the party lasted all night. So then Candy went to her room. Cynthia went to her room. The girl Toya, after her and Portia made out, she went to her room, and she said, "Look, I got proof because here's me on Instagram in my bed saying how tired I was, whatever the case may be." But then Portia and the stripper and Tanya went back to Portia's room.
Boy, Bolo, whatever you got, you earned it, baby.
Yes, he
you
did.
earned it. Shit. Don't be ashamed. But I mean, you can't put it out there.
Yeah, and it's not really good business for a stripper to be out here sleeping with a
No, because then, bitch, you don't know what kind of girls you sleeping with.
Right.
What they giving.
That's not really. So he did deny it too. Like,
Yeah.
but he was supposed to deny it. No real man is gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I slept with her."
Yeah, I fucked them hoes.
Right.
Like,
But I knew he was lying when he denied it because it was like, come on. After I saw the episode, I said, "Oh, he's lying. He fucked her." And then you left that house at 7 a.m. when the sun was coming up.
he's the only one that left. The only one.
Yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't staying at the house, Kevin. He was just a stripper. They had a whole hotel for him. And Don Juan said, "I knew something was up because the hotel called me and said that he never checked out." He just left and went straight to the airport.
You know what? Speaking of checking out, I told you about Michelle Williams checking in. Mikkel and I, we about to check out right now.
That's we are because
I have things to do.
That's right, and I got to make that restaurant
And I
before I
got
close.
people to make happy.
Oh,
I won't tell y'all about that next week. Shut the fuck up. All right. No, you don't know him. If you've never met him. Yeah.
But you say he lives around here, so
Yeah. No. All right, everybody. Well, thank y'all for listening to today's episode of the Scorpion Show podcast. We will be back next week. Maybe I'll give y'all a story about what happened. All right. Talk to y'all soon.